Privileged insights to Ginko biloba's long life. Researchers have found the mystery of how the ginkgo tree can live for over 1,000 years. An examination found the tree makes defensive synthetic compounds that battle off sicknesses and dry season. What's more, not normal for some different plants, its qualities are not customized to trigger relentless decay when its childhood is finished. The ginkgo can be found in parks and gardens over the world, yet is near the very edge of elimination in nature. Ginko biloba, also known as maidenhair tree. Key details. A moderate developing, at last enormous tree. Attractive yellow leaves in the harvest time. The ginkgo is local to China and the keep-going overcomer of a long queue of antiquated trees, with fossils known from the hour of the dinosaurs. Wild populaces are near the very edge of termination because of logging, with wild populaces restricted to Zhishanmu Mountain in Zhejiang, China. Listed as imperiled in the IUCN Red Rundown of Undermined Species. Ginko biloba. Analysts in the US and China contemplated ginkgo trees matured 15 to 667, removing tree rings and examining cells, bark, leaves and seeds. They discovered both youthful and old trees produce defensive synthetic compounds to fend off burdens brought about by pathogens or dry spell. These incorporate enemies of oxidants, antimicrobials and plant hormones that ensure against dry spell and other ecological stressors. Hereditary examinations indicated that qualities identified with maturing didn't naturally turn on at one point in time as in different plants, for example, grasses and annuals. Accordingly, while a tree that has lived for quite a long time may seem incapacitated because of ice harm or lightning strikes, all the procedures required for sound development are as yet working. The mystery is keeping up an extremely solid protection framework and being an animal types that doesn't have a pre-decided senescence maturing program, said Richard Dixon of the University of North Texas, Denton. As ginkgo trees age, they show no proof of debilitating their capacity to shield themselves from stresses. Presently, in the most far-reaching plant maturing study to date, analysts have uncovered the atomic components that permit the ginkgo, and maybe different trees, to endure so long. The new examination gives the main genuine hereditary proof for something researchers have since quite a while ago suspected. The default condition in plants is eternality, says Howard Thomas, a plant scholar from Aberystwyth University who is not associated with the work. To make this strong case, scientists began with slight centers from 34 sound G. biloba trees in Anlu, in China's Hubei area, and Pizhou, in Jiangsu region. Extracting the centers didn't hurt the trees. Examining the development rings, Li Wang, a plant subatomic scientist at Yangzhou University, and associates found that the ginkgo's development didn't back off following many years. Truth be told, their development rates once in a while accelerated. Likewise, the leaf size, photosynthetic capacity, and seed nature of the trees, all markers of well-being, didn't vary with age. To discover what was occurring at a hereditary level, the analysts looked at quality articulation in leaves and the cambium, a meager layer of foundational microorganisms between the inside wood and outer bark that separate into different tissues all through a tree's life. Since more seasoned trees have just a couple of layers of cambial cells, gathering enough material to work with demonstrated troublesome, Wang says. The group sequenced the tree's RNA, analyzed hormone creation, and screened mRNA, atoms that can turn explicit qualities on and off, in trees running from 3 years of age to 667 years of age. True to form, the statement of qualities related with senescence, the last and deadly phase of life, expanded typically in biting the dust leaves. Be that as it may, when specialists inspected the statement of those equivalent qualities in the cambium, they found no contrast among youthful and old trees. This proposes in spite of the fact that organs, for example, leaves die, the trees themselves are probably not going to bite the dust of mature age, they report today in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. In any case, there is proof that the trees do encounter a few changes after some time. The more established trees had lower levels of a development hormone called indole-3 acidic corrosive and more significant levels of a development repressing hormone called abscisic corrosive. Those 200 years or more established likewise observed abatements in quality articulation related with cell division, separation, and extension. This implies cambial immature microorganisms in more established trees don't isolate into new wood and bark as effectively as in more youthful trees. plant researcher Jingxing Lin of Beijing Forestry University and a creator of the examination, says it's conceivable that if the division pace of cambial cells keeps on declining following a large number of years, tree development could slow, and ginkgo trees may in the end kick the bucket of mature age. Most trees, in any case, seem to kick the bucket from mishaps, for example, bugs or dry spells. To see whether the trees become increasingly defenseless against such stressors as they age, the analysts analyzed qualities identified with pathogen opposition and the creation of defensive antimicrobial mixes called flavonoids. They found no distinction in quality articulation for trees of various ages, proposing that trees don't lose their capacity to shield against outside stressors. That is a striking capacity that enables the ginkgos to develop steadily for a large number of years, says paper creator and atomic scholar Richard Dixon of the University of North Texas, Denton. Not expecting to stress over developing old is something that for people is hard to comprehend, says plant physiologist Sergi Monnet-Bosch of the University of Barcelona, who was not associated with the examination. Maturing isn't an issue for this animal varieties, he says. The most significant issue that they need to manage is pressure. The analysts state they will keep on considering transformation rates in ginkgo trees and looking at the systems behind maturing. Then, Thomas and Monnet-Bosch both foresee that different researchers may utilize comparative techniques to contemplate maturing in different trees, extending from fleeting, guinea pig poplars to transcending, antiquated sequoias. We hope that you enjoy watching our videos. So please like, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of our updates. Remember, be healthy, stay home and save lives.